Your teenage years, you meet the most people in your life. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, I am bringing you a brand new series on the channel. It is going to be called TDB Talks. TDB, in case you guys didn't know, is the abbreviation for the Dreamers brand. TDB. So, what is TDB Talks? Basically, what TDB Talks is basically going to be about, as I say basically 6 times. I'm not going to say basically for the rest of the video. Watch and learn. All right, let's get back to it. Basically, what it's about is we're going to pick a new topic each video, and we're just going to talk about something. So, like, for example, today's video is going to be what I learned in my teenage years. This video is going to be broken up into 3 different categories. So you'll see what the categories are. So let's get into it.
Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it.
So, first category we're going to be talking about is work life in your teenage years. Basically, what I want to talk about and kind of what I've learned personally, again, everything I'm saying today, all opinion based. This is just basically me talking about my teenage years. So I feel like when you're a teenager, you're kind of, for a lot of people, it's like, get a job, start making money, do this, do this. I was definitely one of those people. I was working all the time when I was a teenager. My recommendation is don't do that, right? So what I kind of want you guys to realize when you're in your teenage years is you only get to live those years once, right? We all have one life and you only get to live those years once. So you gotta kind of think about that. Let that sink in a little bit. You only live once, and these are the years, I feel like these are kind of the most memorable years because you're young, you're learning, you're growing, you're meeting new people. I feel like your teenage years, you meet the most people in your life. And I guess what I'm trying to get at is work can get in a way of how you live those years, basically, right? So anything you do in those years, I feel like you're gonna remember for the rest of your life. Because again, like I said a million times just now, you only live them once. So I feel like work kind of ruins that for a lot of people. So if you're in the, like, if you're able not to work, I would definitely not do that. I wouldn't say don't work, because work, you can meet new friends, and it's also good to kind of get the handle on like how the world works, how like corporations work and all that stuff, right? But don't work a lot, right? So when I was in high school and any time in my teenage years, I was working all the time, and I was just kind of like putting things aside that I shouldn't have been, right? I should have been like enjoying my life more, because these years, to me, I feel like I'm gonna remember the most. I feel like as you get older, right, like as I'm in my 20s, as I'm in my 30s, as in my 40s, they're very much alike, because I feel like after you turn 21, what's there to really look forward to, right? Because those young years are the most important years of your life in the sense of development. And I feel like you need to focus on your development in those years. And I feel like the best way to do that is just socialize as much as you can, or do anything that you're interested in, and that's gonna help you in the future. And that's all I gotta say about working in my teenage years. So let's move on to the next section. Welcome to category 2. The category 2 is going to be about high school. So this kind of pertains to work a little bit, because I'm not really going to talk about work, but like, don't work while you're in high school if you can. Not like, if you can't not work, don't do it. I had to do it, but I definitely recommend just try to stay away from it and try to push it back as long as possible. If you have to, just try to do whatever you can live off of. If you need the money, do as much, like, work where you only need that money, basically, and just enjoy those years. But anyway, getting into the high school section. Looking back on high school, I definitely wish I could redo it to a certain extent, right? I feel like as I get older and grow as a person, I would look back and I would enjoy high school so much more, right? Because I was definitely a shyer kid in high school, and nowadays I'm definitely not shy anymore. But I just wish, I feel like if I went back and focused more on like enjoying high school instead of working or studying or doing all these things, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more, and I would have got out of my comfort zone. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I feel like in high school, Just enjoy it, live it, do as much as you can with like school events, all things like that, friends, family, do as much stuff as you possibly can in high school, because you're going to remember high school for the rest of your life. I'm going to promise you that you definitely will. Everyone remembers your high school years. Don't stress about it either, right? High school is high school. At the end of the day, it does not matter what you do in high school. There's so many more options out there for you if you don't do very good in high school. Like, let's just say you get really, really bad. Like, you get really, really bad grades. Don't stress yourself out about it. Like, there's community college, there's trade school, you can start your own business, you can do whatever you want. There's YouTube, there's TikTok, there's so many things nowadays that you can do. I recommend, do not stress about it, right? Don't study for hours and hours and hours a week, right? I'm not saying don't study. I'm definitely not saying don't get good grades. I would still do that, but just make sure you're also thinking about your mental health. Your mental health in high school is going to play a big part in how you're going to socialize with everyone else. If you're stressed out and you're like all basically like, I don't even know how to put it. I'm just going to say stressed out again. But like, focus on doing things that you like to do in high school and focus on those things. Don't worry too much about studying. Still study, but just the test grades, they don't matter. It's just it's a number on a page, right? You have the rest of your life to prove your worth, right? Enjoy high school while everything, basically you're catered to, right? In high school. Enjoy that. Just enjoy it. Another thing that I'm going to recommend is focus on making friends. Even if you're shy, you're antisocial, any of that. You don't need a lot of friends. What I recommend is find 3 friends that you're really, really close to and have at least one best friend that you can tell anything to. This is going to make the rest of your life better, because I promise you, if you make that really, really good connection with someone in high school, they're going to be the friend for the rest of your life. And I promise you on that. No matter what college you go to, anything like that, you guys will be talking all the time. And it's nice to build a bond with someone like that, because it's going to help you out later in life. And it's also going to help you develop as a person and like help you realize like what you like to do and what you don't like to do. And it's going to help you make more friends in the future, right? Another thing, a lot of people aren't going to like this, but whatever, I'm going to say it anyway. It's okay to play hooky in high school. I'm not saying do it every day, do it all the time. No. Sometimes just like pick a day just to play hooky, right? Sit at home. If you like video games, play video games all day. Just enjoy. It's like a mental health day. Just relax, do the things that you want to do. Maybe play some hooky with your friends and just do some fun stuff while everyone else is in school, right? I just feel like in high school, you should do it at least once, because playing hooky, it's worth it. Trust me, it is. And again, I'm not saying do it all the time. Definitely do not. Do it at least once during your high school career. I'm sure many and many and many of you have done it. All right, and I'm sure you don't regret it either. So we're going to be moving on. Welcome to topic 3. Topic 3 is going to be about college. So basically, some things that I want to highlight about that college experience in your teenage years is this. Your freshman year, I guarantee you're going to be stressed out, because this is a whole new experience, especially if you move away, you live in a dorm or anything like that. It's going to be completely new. Do not stress out and just take it with an open mind. Try to have the most open mind you possibly can. This is going to help you build more friends, do better in school, and so much more. Right? College, I feel like it's very important in kind of 3 factors, right? Your grades to a certain extent. We'll get later into that. Your like internships and stuff like that. We'll get into that more about for your future career, and also just like developing yourself as a human being, right? You're going to be thrown into so many situations you're not used to. That's just what college does for you. Don't stress, right? Do not stress about it. Do as much as you can in college. I definitely recommend that. I wish I did more. I'm on the last year of college, and I really, really, really wish I did more. Get into the clubs. Anything that you're interested, do, right? And if you have electives and stuff, you can take electives, or just taking a personal class for yourself. If you're interested in something, I recommend taking those classes, especially freshman year, because not everyone knows what they want to do with their life, and that's okay. Even when you graduate college, you might not know what you want to do for the rest of your life. School is always there. You can always go back to that, right? That freshman year, focus on what you love to do and pick it and go for it and shoot for the moon, right? That's going to make you successful and honestly more happy in life. That's like, in America, you gotta realize, like, everything is so corporatized, right? I just want you guys to try to focus on being happy, right? Doing things that you like to do. I know that those things all the time don't pay the bills and stuff, but I'm telling you, if you pick something and you focus on and you create it and you be creative and let your ideas flow on that subject, you can make money off of it. I promise you. So, going back to friends kind of a little bit, because we talked about it in high school, make as many friends as possible, right? Still have that 3 friends, pick 3 new friends, try to build really close bonds with them, but meet as many people as possible. It's going to help you develop, and also college is about good connections, right? So, for example, you could want to start your own pretzel store, all right? And that's so random, but you can start your own pretzel store, right? And little do you know, you're this person you're sitting next to in class, right? You don't really talk to him because you're shy, but little do you know, you could talk to him and his dad owns this business and is looking into invest into that in a pretzel business, right? The opportunities are endless, and that's why it's important to socialize and figure out who's in the room with you and kind of learn every aspect when you're taking classes. Figure out who everyone is, what they do, what their family's like, etc., etc., etc. This is going to build connections for you in life, and it possibly might pay off. Not all the time. Most of the time, it probably won't. But focus on it, because that freaking 1 out of a million chance, that might help you in the future, or it does help you. Another thing I want to talk about real quick, and this will be the last little section. Again, this is just like a quick little video. I could go on and on for days, just kind of highlighting the important stuff to me. Internships in college. I recommend 2 things. Try your first year to get them out of the way. Get as many as possible. Your first and second year, so then you can just relax and chill your 3rd and 4th year. All right? And if you don't do that, and let's say you're a junior or something, don't stress yourself out about getting internships. They'll come to you. Just figure it out. Figure out your resume stuff. Use your resources at school. Go to your professors and stuff. See where you can find an internship and get it done. You don't have to worry about it, because I know me, myself, I didn't get on top of the internships whatsoever. But now that I got on top of it, I've been doing it a lot. Not a lot. I've had a lot of internships. But basically what I'm trying to say is focus on the camera's not focusing. All right. As I'm saying, focusing. All right. But anyway, yes, focus on that. Like, use your resources to get those internships. Real quick, I forgot this for a little bit, but some little college tips real quick. For me personally, this isn't gonna work for everyone. I really like the 7-week classes in high school or in college. All right, what I do is, you're supposed to take 5 classes a semester in college. It doesn't always work like that. You might take less, you might take more. But I recommend doing the 7-week classes. Yes, it's a little bit faster paced, but if you think about it, you could take 3 classes in the first 7 weeks, get them done, and then only have 2 classes. Those last 2 classes, right? 3 classes might be a lot of work, right? Because you get more work with 7 classes, but the 2 classes, in a sense, it's like taking 3.5 classes or 4 classes, right? Because you're only taking 2 classes the second semester. That's going to help you free up so much time to do so much more things with your college experience. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a lot, all over the place, but there's just so much to cover. If you guys want to see me talk about any of these topics in smaller, more detailed videos, let me know. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like. Also, don't forget to turn that bell on so you know when the new videos come out. And 2022 is going to be the year of the Dreamers brand, or TDB. All right, guys, have a good one.